very first Booktube birthday! Hi, my name is Janelle and welcome to Too Fond of Books. And that's right, today we are celebrating my first year on Booktube, and it has been such a great year. I thought it was worthy of an entire video devoted just to remembering some of the great things that have happened in this past year. First though, I have something super exciting to show you. So a couple weeks ago I posted a video called Help Me Decorate My Shelves. My fabulous mother-in-law had offered to make a cross stitch for me. She had this one from the library that was all about related to books and reading, and so I had posted that video asking you to help me choose from 5 possibilities from that book. And she is so amazing. She has already done it. She was able to take the one that originally said read 'em and steep, and she changed it to Too Fond of Books. Isn't that fantastic? I am so pleased with this. So it's gonna sit on my bookshelves behind me. Hopefully you can get peeks of it in my videos. Now she was very clever and she made this little case. There's actually wood on both sides so it'll stand up, and she made these cute little ribbons so that you can actually stand it, so I can move it around, and I have lots of possibilities of where I can put it. But I am so pleased with this, and so thank you so much to my wonderful mother-in-law. She also made me, because she can't help herself, she made me this fabulous little bag of the other quote that I really liked, which says, "I have always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library," Jorge Luis Borges. And it's got the parrot on it, and I love it. And so the back is just like this, and then there's the inside. So I might use it for some of my Booktube related things. But yeah, I wanted to show you that as well. So super fun. Okay, so let's go back about a year and a half. I had been watching videos from Cinema Sins. I find those very funny. And then I discovered that they had a kind of a sister channel called Cinema Wins, where they talk about the things that work in movies. And that got me into this little rabbit hole of watching videos that were all about how producers and directors use plot in their movies. And I kind of was deep diving into this. I was finding it really interesting, and I was watching ones about the Lord of the Rings and even the Matrix. I found that interesting. And then that took me to videos that were about story in movies and how they tell story through movies. And I started to notice there was videos in the recommendations along the side that were about books. It was just people talking about books, and I was completely intrigued, and that started my obsession with Booktube. I started watching video after video after video and discovering all of these fantastic Booktubers and this whole world that I didn't even know existed. So this went on for a few months, and then Erin started saying to me, "Well, why don't you do some videos? You love books and you love talking about books." And I was like, no. And then he let it go for a while, and then he would start up again. Why don't you do a video? Just do one and see how you feel. You love talking about books. And then Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books posted her March Mystery Madness announcement, and I was in. I couldn't say no after that. How could I not participate in March Mystery Madness? It was my perfect Booktube activity, my perfect Booktube readathon. And I was just like, yes, I am in. And so my very first video that I ever posted on my channel is my March Mystery Madness TBR. So Elizabeth, thank you for giving me the push that I needed to start my own channel. I had a video camera that we had had for years, and I had a tripod that was for a completely different camera, but we we figured we could make it work to put the one video camera on the other tripod. And I found a place in front of some books, and I thought, this is it. I'll record a video and see what happens. I had free video editing software on my laptop, and that's all I've used, and that's still all that I use. It works great for me. So if you're considering a channel, or if you're a new booktuber and you're thinking, do I need all of this fancy equipment? You don't, actually. You can use what you have, cobble together something, and just go for it. That is my recommendation. Just go for it. So now it's a year later, and there are some things that we have added. So in my living room now, there are 3 tape marks on the floor because that's where I put my camera. We figured out like where is the best place to put my camera for filming. So those tape marks live on the floor. We bought a white poster board thing to help reflect light because I was having some shadow problems. We bought that at the dollar store, by the way, so that was like $1. And then because I was getting like confused with like, you know, planning videos to film and the readathons and challenges that I was participating in, and then all of the upcoming buddy reads that I have this year, that I actually purchased a planner. This calendar is only for Booktube. I'm not joking. It is only for Booktube. So it's a monthly calendar, as well as a weekly calendar, and I just put in here all the stuff that I need to keep track of with my buddy reads and challenges and readathons and planning upcoming videos. So another thing that is relatively new is my book trolley. I realized that I had books that I was currently reading, books that I was using for readathons and challenges, etc. And so I needed a place to keep all that stuff together. So I also got this fantastic book trolley, which is not huge, but it really does fit an awful lot of books. And so on the top shelf here, I'm going to crouch down a little bit. On the top shelf here is where I keep all the books that I'm currently reading or that I'm using for readathons, etc. And then in the second shelf, I have my owned books that I want to read relatively soon. And then here along the bottom shelf is where I keep my library books. So let's travel around to the other side so that you can see. And I was super impressed. It actually carries an awful lot of books. So again, on the top is the books that I'm currently reading or buddy reads, etc. My own books that I want to read sooner rather than later. And then the bottom shelf is where I have my library books. So yeah, I wanted to show you my fantastic book trolley as well. So there have been some changes over the year, but I think honestly, like if you are thinking I need to get a whole bunch of equipment or something in order to participate and have a channel on Booktube, you really don't need to. Now, there are people that have like a great setup and super fancy equipment and fancy editing software, and I say kudos to them, that is awesome. But there is still totally a place on Booktube for the amateurs like me who make use of what they have because all they really want to talk about is books. And that's totally the case. So I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I've loved over this past year. I did the Booktube newbie tag, I think it was my 3rd video. I had watched a whole bunch of those and thought that's a really good way to introduce yourself to the community. So I did that. It was my 3rd video that I posted, and David Wardrop tagged me in the comment section to do the vacation book tag, I think it was, and I was just so excited because like right off the hop I was being invited to participate in some of the cool things that happen on on Booktube. So thank you, David, for encouraging me and getting me involved right away. David has a great channel. He's from Scotland, so check him out. Anybody that I talk about in this video, I'm going to link to their channels down below. So check him out. He is fantastic. Thank you, David, for including me in this wonderful community right from the very beginning. In April, I created a tag, which was really fun. I called it the Buried Treasure tag. I thought I wanted to do a tag where we had a chance to talk about the books on our shelves that we really love but don't really talk about very often on Booktube. So I really enjoyed creating that tag, and a number of people did it. I was super impressed. I mean, I was a nobody. Nobody knew who I was, but it did go around a little bit. So I'm going to include my original video for that in the cards, and if it sounds like something you would like to do, then do it. Consider yourself tagged, because it was really fun, a really fun video to do. I had fun participating in World Book Day. Because of COVID, we couldn't do what we normally do on World Book Day. World Book Day is a pretty big deal in our house. And we normally spend the afternoon in the library, and then we go out for dinner, and then we spend the evening wandering around Chapters, which is a bookstore here. And we drink some tea and just wander. And we couldn't do that this year. And so instead, I had a few days leading up to it, I had countdown videos, and then I had a number of videos I posted throughout the day just celebrating World Book Day. And that was really fun. There are a few series that I have created that are ongoing. I have a Page to Screen where I talk about a book that has been turned into a movie. I do my Mystery Through History series where I highlight historical mysteries because those are my absolute favorite genre. I have Fiction in Real Life where I pair a fiction book with a non-fiction book that's about the same event, usually a historical event. And then there's a couple of challenges that are ongoing for me. So I have an Agatha Christie read-through project that I'm doing, and I have an Around the World reading project that I'm doing. I participated in Jane Austen July, which was so fun. I love Jane Austen, and it was really fun to get a chance to chat with other people who love Jane Austen as well. And then I participated in the Nightingale August Challenge. Now, there is someone that I have met through Booktube, and I'm so glad that I have, because she is so wonderful. Her channel is called Hamzavahini Vuchuastra, and she's from India. And if you've never watched any of her videos, please check out her channel. She is so fantastic. And so she had participated in Jane Austen July. I think that may have been where I originally met her. But then she started this challenge in August about reading things about Florence Nightingale, which was really interesting. And so I participated in that, and we've become friends. And I just love that Booktube has given me this opportunity to meet people from all over the world who share my same passion with reading. And so that has been one of the best things, honestly, about participating in Booktube. And then in October, I participated in Victober. I was super excited to be involved in a readathon that was all about Victorian literature. And I got to know Kate Howell a little bit better in Victober. And then she so kindly asked me to co-host Cloak and Dagger Christmas, which was super fun. So it's a month-long read-along-a-thon in December, reading all things mystery again. And so again, Kate is another wonderful booktuber that I have loved getting to know this year. Now, I am not going to be able to mention everybody that I want to mention that I have met and gotten to know and would now call friends. But there are a few that I wanted to highlight. Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures. It has been super fun meeting her and getting to know her. We've got a buddy read coming up starting in March that I'm really excited about. Berna is from Turkey, and I love chatting about books with her. We have some similar tastes, but not 100%. And that's what's so great about talking with other people about books, is that you can chat about the books that you love, but you can also learn about other books that you probably never would have read if you weren't talking to to other people who read slightly differently than you do. One other really fun thing was Simon from Booktube with Simon and Amy asked me to participate in his absolutely epic video, The Man in the Hat, which was posted on Christmas Day. And it was so fun to participate in that. And if you have not seen The Man in the Hat, you need to check it out. So I'm going to link to that particular video, but also check out Simon's channel, Booktube with Simon and Amy. It is such a fun channel. They both just put so much into their videos, and they are just so great to watch. I have had some super fantastic subscribers. Thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel. I wasn't expecting any of it really, but I have some subscribers who comment regularly and who I would call my friends now too. Donna from the studio in the library, she comments all the time, and I love chatting with her about the books that we're reading. Lou, she is so great, and we chatted a lot during Jane Austen July especially, which was really fun. And Helen is a newer subscriber who I've been chatting with, and again, like, I just love chatting with people in the comments, and again, meeting people and getting to know them. So that's about it. That's been my booktube journey. I am just super excited. Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books asked me to co-host for March Mystery Madness this year, and I was so excited that she asked me, because March Mystery Madness is such a special readathon to me, and so I am super excited. So I've got some great things planned coming up for March. So that's it. That's my Booktube birthday video. I wanted to show this again, Too Fond of Books. And so thank you for those of you who have joined me on this journey, and again, to everybody that I have met and become friends with this year, thank you so much. It has been so much fun meeting other people who love books and reading as much as I do. So let me know down in the comment section below if you're considering starting a channel. Let's chat about it, because maybe I can encourage you to take that final step and get it done. And I will see you for another video soon. Bye.